And I go, yeah. And it's going towards the center line. I'm going, no.
All right, welcome to day 5. We're back at Byron Dragway. We're getting ready to run, and you've got Brian Goldstone getting ready to wrap up. I mean, if he's able to finish this off, he'll be actually the only overall winner of Six Summer ever, because it's our 3rd year doing it. He won the first 2 years. Let's see if he wins this year as well. We got Cheap Car Challenge. Finish that battle out, see where that ends up. And I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. We're going to make multiple runs today. There's going to be multiple chaos, and we'll see how everything stands when the dust settles. So let's get to it.
Yeah, so after you left and went and had a nice party and enjoyed your nice meal, we ended up getting the car back together, fixed the drivetrain problems, and I'm not so sure we fixed the shutting off problem, but it tried to die on us at the line, and then I told him to try to let me make a run by myself so that it didn't interfere with anybody else's run, and ended up coming up on the boost, and it sounded good, and it left. It had a really crappy 60-foot time of 1:16, which it's been 1:05, so it was a 10th off there. Ended up motoring down the track and was good, and I mean, we went a 666 at 222, so it's all good. Went to start it and I heard a noise, and I think it was I had such little battery voltage left that the starter stayed engaged. That's what I was thinking, and ended up not having enough battery, got towed back. Charged the battery and I didn't hear the noise. Well, we ended up getting ready to leave. After, this is like 6:30 after Steve actually left. I think there was a few cars left there. We ended up going in about 100 foot, and I was like, that didn't sound right. So we thought we had a valve train issue. So we popped the covers off and looked, and that was all good. So we thought we might have shocked it. When it went up on the rev limiter twice, we thought it might have hurt a rod. So we got ready to pull the pan off, got underneath the car, and I grabbed hold of the torque converter and it was moving. So I'm like, that's probably what it is. Tightened it up, no more noise, back on the road by 8 o'clock. Only to run out of gas twice, and in the middle of freaking nowhere where there's I ended up stopping at a guy's house. Guy was probably in his 80s, couldn't walk anymore, he had a walker, getting around. I said, do you have any lawnmower gas? And he's like, I think I got something in there. He gets in his truck and drives around and lets us in his building, and gallon and a half. 10 miles to the gas station, we made it. So you couldn't have, he didn't want to take no money, but I'm like, dude, this is at least worth 20 bucks, so thank you. So yeah, people are willing to help. It's really cool when it was just before dark. I'm knocking on this guy's door and he doesn't get around well and everything. He's by himself. He didn't have to answer his door. He could have answered it with a gun or something, and he was cool. And yeah, I can help you out, man. What's all this stuff I hear all day long? Cars going by here, and tried to explain it to him. And yeah, it worked out great. The way I look at it is we're 663, I think, average, somewhere around there. And I think the deals are next with the 695. So that's like out of 3 days. I don't know, they average 4 days, 3 days, really, right? So I got about a second head start. So we should be able to run a 7 something and win, you'd think, but we're going to go out there and try to get it, if we get a good one, maybe we'll go for the record here too, which I think we set last year with a 6605, and I think Narcs figured out that we need a 654 to surpass that, so we'll see what happens.
Everything has been great on engine, car-wise, but I'm the one that's screwing this whole thing up. And I'm so far off on my tune-up, and just got so bad. Tri-State yesterday, and on the first pass, the car went about 30 foot exactly the way it was supposed to, and it sneezed. Had a little lean sneeze, and when it lean sneezed, so what happens in these cars is it lost all its power. But the boost controller's saying, all in, mother trucker, I'm sending you all the boost right now. Well, the motor just went like this, and the turbos went and it just went it started pulsing, okay? It started surging the turbos because the motor sneezed. Come back, look at it and go, why is this number 6 so weird? Well, let me show you. Stay here, I'll go show you the spark plug, okay? So They go, why does that number 6 look so bad? I grab the spark plug wire and go, huh. So there was my sneeze. So another aborted run. We come back out for the next one and go, sweet, no problem. I'm going to leave it exactly the same. Because it was definitely just a spark plug wire. Left it alone, and the car didn't sneeze. It didn't do anything other than as soon as it just started ramping the boost in, it was still so fat. I had it so rich and had it so wrong that the motor just didn't make enough power, didn't accelerate right. So it surged the turbo, and it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And I'm just screwing this thing all up. I look stupid. This is terrible. So then I go, okay, let's we'll come back out. It's one of the last passes of the day, and do the burnout. Things that's crisp, clean, everything. It's good. I've leaned it up 15%. So that's a lot. Okay, it's a big swing at it because it is so overly rich. Because I'm trying to play it safe. The car launches and it is on it hard. Front wheels off the ground about 6 inches or so, right on the wheelie bar hard. And I go, yeah! And it's going towards the center line. I'm going, no! The center line had to bail out of it. So I come back around and they go, lane's closed, you're done. So I think we have the power issue figured out. I think I have my tune-up close enough to where now I can start getting my new data again. And then we'll see how good we run today. So if we run really good, I'm going to try going back out and running better yet. I'd like to at least leave the week running well, but everything's been flawless. It's just been tuner issues. I can't even I'm blaming the tuner.
Good job, guys.
Yo, get out of the way, Nick.
So, finally did it. I finally made Monday's pass on Friday. So I'm cool. It's amazing how much better you feel when you actually make a good pass, and how bad it makes you feel all week when you make bad passes. Especially when you know it's all you're screwing it up, and you know it's all your fault. It's one of my things I'm really learning from this whole trip and adventure this time around is how much I screwed this all up myself. So anyways, everything's great. I mean, we had the engine's been perfect. It's just been great. The drive has been really easy. Had a couple little minor issues that we fixed within 20-30 minutes. I mean, it's no big deal. You even came over, it only took us 20 minutes to fix that. And just simple, easy stuff. So I'm really happy. We won the last event. Looks like we'd probably take second in this event. And then finished. And if I had brakes, I would go out and make a new pass. Did you want to see this? How do you like to go that fast and hit the brakes and they just go to the floor? Yeah. So driving it back up the pit road is kind of a handful, because the car goes about 30 miles an hour idling in first gear. Okay, so I'm like putting in gear, out of gear, in gear, out of gear, and people are jumping in front of you and doing stuff, and said, y'all's gonna die because I can't stop. I mean, I can do nothing. So anyways, that for sure puts a nail in it. I'm happy with where we're at.
You really did want to finish it a 5.
I just wanted to finish it on a good note. That's all right, and I'm happy with that. That's cool. Gives me room to move and expand on that. It's easy, nice soft pass. Went 109 60 foot, so I'm always super happy with 1.0s in the 60 foot. And then we were actually 2/10 off in the 8th mile from what we normally are, and 12-14 mile an hour. But I still don't have all the power in it yet. We're just still figuring out, I'm refiguring out this tune, but I'm happy I'm not. If I would not have been able to make this pass, if it would have surged or done something done, I would have been really disappointed in myself. I mean, I've been bad. You would have had to console me.
I would be here for you.
You were my friend. You would be here for me, because I would be like, I'm thinking about quitting engine building. This sucks. It shouldn't be a racer. This all sucks. I hate race cars.
Well, it seems like you're getting the guitar, Steve. Well done.
I'm hoping I'm getting something.
We're in the final week of the giveaway GTO. I think there's about a week left. So every dollar you spend over on the merch site gets you an entry for it. It is not a 10-second car yet, low 11-second car. This week didn't go exactly how we planned with being able to get a couple runs on it, but there still is a week left. Who knows what we can pull out before somebody picks it up. So we will see. Merch site, sickthemag.com, GTO. I mean, this thing is drag and drive ready. And I mean, as cool as the Camaro is, this thing stands on the bumper off the line. That looks way better than a 10-second car if you can be on the bumper dragging it. As you leave the line for your first drag and drive, you notice every wheelie car gets lots of attention. It's a wheelie car. Sickthemag.com, every dollar you spend gets you an entry.
That thing soft and still did that.
First round, I think 16 may be close to the accurate number of pedal jobs out there, but it's one of those where like I am all about being a cautious and safe driver and not driving out of your comfort zone, but I haven't felt out of my comfort zone. And in this situation, we're not testing, we're racing, you know, like it matters. Like my pedal job on Monday kept me in third at least. So anyways, that first pass went out, and it started to work, and then it was all chaos. Chaos, 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 all the way down the track. Finally, I was like, it's too far out of control. Let's get it back. Don't pull the chutes. Try to get back in line immediately. So I ran back, got in the lanes while they were still open. Dad grabbed my laptop. I started downloading data. Told Dad, I was like, get the Milwaukee air blower, like cool this transmission down. Sucker's hot. And so he's got that going, checking tire pressure. I'm click-clacking on the computer, and I have a timing retard in there, and I just I evaluated the situation, didn't have time to think about it, clicked it, loaded up. They said, if you're not ready, you gotta wait. And I'm like, I am ready. I will be pulling up there. So as I was pulling up, the one thing, and I'm giving this to everybody, wear your safety equipment. I got up there and I was in such a rush, I forgot to click my Hans device. And I thought about not running with it, and I'm like, the one time you do that, it's the second something happens. So even if you're in a hurry and you're watching, take the time in the burnout box and do your stuff. Like, do not run without it. So that's what happened on the line. I was like, I gotta have my Hans. I was trying to fiddle around and buckle it up. So anyways, long story short, we for sure locked in third, but the top three overall is still up for question. Steve, I figured he was gonna pull a Steve, and maybe I could take him out, but he didn't. So we're still waiting on Goldstone to make a run. He had a little bit of a charging issue, and we are waiting on Deal to make a run. So we'll see. If they keep up on their game, I can't move up, but I didn't keep up on my game here on Monday, so anything can happen. But yeah, so 675, 214, nice crispy Diet Dr. Pepper, and I think we'll probably call it a day. 55 is a good boy.
I left the electric fuel pump on, so we didn't turn the power off. When I have my regular crew guy, he does certain things and I do, well, we're kind of off. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm practicing for my new YouTube channel that I'm going to start next week. It's called Stupid Shit.
A and B group slip. A and B group.
Look at all these people who come to see us.
Can you believe it? Woo! Don't you love it? It is great, man.
goodness sake.
Now listen, yesterday you ran a 10.0000002.
Can you believe it?
Today we're gonna see a 9.
I don't know. We're going to try. We're going to see. Garrett told me, he said, you're in the red zone, so get there. All right, we'll give it a go. So there we are. We're going to try.
I think yesterday's track might have suited your truck better than today. What do you think?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yesterday's track was much better. It had all the good stuff for it, but we'll give it a try on this one here and see what we got. We was 300ths off there. You know, if it don't make it, well, it don't make it. We'll try something else. So.
It's not a 10-second truck. You go 999.
Yeah!
It's a 9-second truck.
989. When he creeped in the beam a little bit, I thought we were done.
It's going to be lunch tacos. It's going to be a combo of the 3 main food groups: pork, beef, and chicken. And then I'm going to throw in some peppers and stuff in as well. So I'll let you know when it's ready.
I'll be in.
running mint.
How would you describe the sound of it?
Did you say something? I can't hear you. It's been ringing in there. Yeah, ears are going to be numb for a few hours, I think, but we got here. Doing all that stuff in the rain was a bit of a challenge, but yeah, all good.
What were you doing?
So we broke a rocker. So you got to disable that cylinder, so we had to pull both rockers off, pull the lifters up off the camshaft so they don't bounce out, but retain them in there to keep the oil gallery closed to keep the oil pressure in there. So it worked. We got here.
Last night I go, where are we going, Andy? Cordova? Cordova? Yep. All right. Going to Cordova. It's an hour drive to both tracks. Everyone's talking about it being an hour. So we were going to Cordova.
So you're on your way to Cordova, and when did you figure it out?
Do you remember we started this thing? Where did we start this 6 weeks thing? Do you remember?
Byron, we started
We
here.
started here, didn't we? That's right.
There's two
He's
of us
thinking,
in the car.
he's thinking about.
mate.
He's going to throw me under the bus
I
or
don't
something
think
else.
you can blame either one. You were both in the car. Come on. So what? How close did you get to Cordova before you figured it out?
We were closer to Cordova than here, but
Yeah, it's a Mustang.
yeah. So our second pass yesterday, we turned it up a little bit more on the leave, and we decided that we were going to go ahead and run it out the back and not worry about what the boost level was. And
Mistakes were made.
we said if we saw 30 pounds, we've been fighting boost creep. So when the lockup hits, it starts just building more boost. We can't get it to stop. So we decided if we saw 30, we were gonna lift, and it let go at 28 pounds. So at about 1,100 feet into the run. And everyone thought it was just, you know, that typical let off the gas smoke. It was all of our coolant coming out of the turbo, like all of it. So she was pretty cranked.
Yeah. After that, we tried to find a motor, and really any motor combo to be able to go a 9, we have to take the Gen 2 parts, the valves, springs, and swap them all over. So we need head gaskets. We could not get head gaskets.
Yeah.
So it came down to our friend Shannon over here. He actually offered us this 2022 Mustang that we could take for the week. And, you know, we said it's an even replacement for what we had. We had a 940 car, and we got another 940 Mustang. So other than that, I mean, I feel like we're still within the rules. We followed the route, which is even more complicated with the 2022 Mustang. And, you know, we're here. We followed all the rules. We followed the route, replaced what we had. We're ready to race.
Yeah, and then, you know, the other thing was we could have probably pulled an all-nighter and scraped together some sort of motor, but the tint was really bad on the Mustang, and it was just super unsafe to drive around on the street. And this has really good tint, so it's a safety thing too.
Well, this Mustang here, it's been disqualified.
Not
They're
that I've
trying.
heard of.
They're
They're
trying.
trying. They want us to bow out, but I feel like
sound
we're
like
still
they're
within
scared.
the rules.
They sound like they're scared. We put fresh AA batteries in it, so we're gonna make a good pass if we can. Finish the week. So now we put a 1,000 shot or something to get this fucking turd off the line and see what it'll do. But
You get out of it way early.
yeah, because it's a piece of shit and I don't care about it. No, because whatever. Need to look at the data log because I know that until we get the 60 done, it's not going to do anything that I even care about. So do it to see what the fueling and everything looks like, because we've been way over fueling it yesterday and can't figure it out. So
You finished 6 summer, let's do 1 fifth bump.
we finished.
Let's go fast.
Yep.
The Holden Monero, originally based in Australia, and has slightly different look to this. They made some changes to it back in the Pontiac over the years.
There we go. There's an 8.
Yeah, buddy!
897, but that's an 8.
Is that 156?
152.
152?
So what happened when it like just sneezed on the start line?
Just sneezed. But then after that, like, whatever, this ECU combination, you got to start your own log. So after you shut the car off, then I can't reach that. So then I had to unstrap, reach it, try to start my new log, strap back in. That's why on the line it took so long after that.
Yeah, I thought you were doing your belts. I was like, why?
But it's an 8.
And what's next?
I don't know. Now we gotta look at the data and see. But I think it's got some more in it. I haven't seen the video, but just feeling it, it's got some more in the leaf. But that tire can take some more.
All right, well, it's been a good cheap car challenge. Jackson takes the win again. We're gonna run this back, boys, or what? Some way, shape, or form. We need to figure out something with a little less gray area, don't you think?
Exactly.
I don't know who we need to talk to about this rule set, but we'll work on something. We'll
and even if
get
it's
the minds together.
like we get them a lot shorter time, because like how we ended up on sick week, like just getting the car, some way where we got less time to prepare for the gray area or to find gray area.
Our car wasn't done, so we threw it on the trailer. I think there should be a minimum weight.
Oh, we know why that is.
Exactly. Hey, you gotta go with what you know. And we'll set it at 3,500.
3,500.
You get a crown, then you get a crown. All right, guys, it's been a blast. At 6 Summer. Big thanks to Tom Bailey for putting on this amazing event.
Third. I think we would have been last if Ty didn't break, but yeah, the first day killed us. And then even yesterday with the 10-0 did not help.
Camaro, and Mustang. The Mustang would have been second if the motor didn't blow.
Mustang tune-up from yesterday. More than likely the air is just bad. We had a headwind, and it was a 97 yesterday, so a little bit of something changed. Dropped us 300. The upfront numbers were the same, 118, 458. Just lost a little bit out of the back, and we got to go up there and put more in it, go faster. Can't do that till all run. They're going to prep the track again. Hopefully it'll be tightened up a little bit. Maybe the sun will go down. Maybe the air gets better. And maybe we go at 80. We go at 80, we go to second place. So maybe this is on purpose. God up there, he has a plan. Maybe he's making us wait.
So right now you're sitting third overall?
Third overall. First in class. Yep. So.
Well, so you sort of want to run a 6 every day, don't you?
Not sort of. We're going to run a 6 every day. We're not sort of going to run a 6. But you got to wait till our opportunity comes, and it's just going to be an hour or two till that happens. Then we can start packing. Got a long drive. So.
First pass, I mean, I was pretty excited, got to the end, man. I felt like we hit our numbers, we did what we wanted to do. Rolled around, grabbed the slip, and it said 7000. I'm like, man, you couldn't do that if you wanted to. I didn't even want to. So we come back here, scrambled real quick to get the car ready, and unfortunately we couldn't get back to the lanes. You know, my theory on that, man, is everything happens for a reason. If that wasn't his plan, that wasn't his plan. If my plan was to make the pass later, it was. So be it. You know, we got back up in the lanes for the all-run session. They got the track prepped up for us. Let out the button. Car went down. Shattered the tires a little bit. Walked around down track a little bit, but I was able to drive through it and clipped off a 697 to put us a 6 every single day. 6 is average. First in our class, 3rd overall. So we'll take it.
First Super Street car in the 6s. The Go 6 on the event and finish. First Super Street car to go 6s every day. First Super Street car to ever take top 3. There's probably, Derek knows some of the other stuff. He put a list of it together, like how amazing it is.
There's like 5 records.
Yeah, and I'm excited.
One of which was our own record already anyways, but still.
We reset the, Super Street, that's the 4th or 5th one or whatever.
Reset the Super Street.
Our record of drag
711
is now reset to 695-ish or 6.
695, 696.
Yeah, so now we made it tougher for everybody. We might jump up to modified and go try to play with them guys and get a little faster.
Well, some might say that you brought a knife to a gunfight and you're walking away with the car. It's a huge accomplishment.
Yeah, they got a little upset. I kept bringing up the big block twin turbo thing, and obviously they're sensitive. And I didn't realize all the big tire people are sensitive. So I'm gonna be a little more understanding to them and a little more easy on them, because big tire guys, apparently, if we talk about their big turbos and their big engines and their big tires, I don't know, they feel bad. A small tire, small turbo, single small block guys, we don't care. And it's a compliment, right? The little things, just gotta know how to use the little things. They got big things that still don't know how to use them. So, anyways, it was a great week. All the people were sick, all the staff, the friends.
All you guys out here busting your butt doing these interviews in the sun all day long.
The cool thing was,
the fans that are watching wouldn't have any of that content without you guys. So you guys are the kings here.
Yeah, the high fives, the congratulations. Man, I can't walk 10 feet right now without getting somebody to come up and give me a hug, and I love it, dude. Don't get me wrong. Love it, but now I'm already plotting for the next step. Where do we go from here? How much faster can we do it? And that's what we're going to do. That's kind of how we're built. Unfortunately, we don't accept mediocrity. So we'll come back better and faster because of you guys and the people watching.
Thanks everybody for the support, the cheering us on. It's awesome. We love you guys.
Yep. Deal Brothers out.
and 6th Ward. Your dinner is now being served. Left side of the racetrack in front of by 50 chassis.
Well, I believe now it's official. It's the end of the day, end of the 5th day, and I believe we won in our class of Rowdy Radio. It's an unbelievable experience. First time ever doing drag and drive. I had the best guys around me. You know, it's a car that may not look that good, but it's an impressive vehicle. You know, Motion Raceworks put this car together some years ago. It have been through hell. And this week, it kind of proved it again. That's a really good vehicle, really good car. We ran FuelTech FT600 with this car for the first time. It actually was wired in like 3 days. We put on the dyno, everything worked. Brett made a quick test lap on Saturday. Sunday, I jumped in, did a lap. Never have drove this car. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we drove over 600 miles from track to track. And we overcame all the obstacles. We changed radiators, you overheat the transmission. You know, we have different problems, you know, of a race car, because like it's not that simple to drive a race car. But it was awesome, it was a blast, and we won, guys.
Do you think this might be the kind of thing you want to do more of?
I for sure want to do more. I guarantee I want to do more. I don't know exactly which class. This one I had ton of fun because it's a tiny radio. I haven't ever dealt with this type. I usually run big radios like 315s. So this one, it is touchy, but it still can go plenty fast. So maybe go back on the same class, just try to go faster, or maybe go on a different class that I can be faster. So not sure, but for sure gonna come back.
Yeah. I threw the chutes a little early. I didn't want to, you know.
I know.
I wanted to give you your day. I'd go make another one just to piss you off, but I'm not gonna. Because it's too goddamn hot in here. Yeah. After all that stupid shit up there, yeah. I'm glad it's over. I can't wait to get out of this suit. Pretty sure I lost a couple pounds on that deal.
Yeah, you had to wait for it.
Yeah, well, it was my stupidness that did it. I left the stupid pump on, and then they decided to run all the other cars first and then drag the track, and then I was like, hey, turn the power on. It's like, it is. And I'm like, what? And then I looked up and the switch was on, so it is my mistake.
What about the run itself?
I don't know. I think the right lane's the one with the bumps in it, because I hit some bumps and settled the car in the middle of the track, and I had the wheel cranked like this way, like the last half of the track, and it was going straight. So I don't know. It works.
At no point did it not feel like a win, right from the hit.
Well, I knew it was at least a 7.0, so I mean, but I wanted it to be a 666 or something, so at least I didn't give Steve, you know, his little itty bitty bit of, you know, sunshine for the week, you know. But yeah, I don't know, really though, I've just been having fun with Steve, so.
Are you ever going to give anyone else a chance to win 6 Summer?
I'm not sure, man. I'm gonna think about it. I was gonna do it this year, and then I'm like, you know what? Would it be right for me not to come and just let them have it? You know, I mean, that's why I came. I mean, I figured, you know what? You just can't give shit to people, because that's like a participation trophy. So this way, they got to beat me to get it, right? So we'll see what happens next year.
But you had to work for it.
I had to work for it. Yeah, today was working for it, and yesterday was working for it. The rest of the week was pretty easy running 660s. You know, they all made it easy for me, and then you know, if Steve picks this stuff up today, if that would have been his first run of the week, then he would have had something to work with and he would have been probably good to go, and I would have had to work harder. So you never know what would have happened. But I'm glad it's over. So relaxation time now. Vacation over. Going home. Ah!
Gonna get this heap of shit started or what?
It's your fault, man. I was all good until you brought this camera over here. Now it won't start. Freaky to the rescue.
He has owned this event since the beginning. Nobody has beaten him. He averaged 664 right here. Brian Goldstone, the 1973 AMC Javelin, your overall number one, and Ron is Kirkrup will get his own Gear Vendors guitar as well. All right, he wants to, I guess he wants to do it. All right, folks, for release. Everybody, thank you so much for watching on Freedom Pulse. We appreciate you being here for us. Next year, for Zip Week, it's 2026. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. Thanks for joining us.